This is the fourth video in this playlist, which I'm calling Carving a Bald Eagle at 1/3 scale. The first video was making the template that you see me using here. And if you would like this template, there'll be a link in the description where you can request it for free. I'm happy to send it to you and share it with you. The second video in the series is several methods for debarking to get this cherry log ready. The third video is where I start doing the blocking. That's why you saw it partially blocked already here at the beginning of this video. And I'm using an electric chainsaw, which is new for me. My gas saw was on the blink, and thankfully I had already had the idea to get an inexpensive electric chainsaw to see if it was lighter, to see if it was more fun to use because I didn't have to use gas. And so I had one, which was great. Thank the Lord, it was good timing, providential timing, I think. So I'm getting this Eagle ready for a customer, and I got this chainsaw out of the box and gave it a shot yesterday. So what I'm doing here is working around the tail, and I'm having to stop a lot and adjust the chain. The tensioning device on this Maxlander has a lot to be desired. It'll hold in place for a few minutes, but then the chain starts to move, and I mean, it really slaps that chain around in the cutting groove. And it also throws it from side to side. So I think the chain groove that it runs in is just a smudge bigger than the chain teeth themselves. And so, man, it vibrates and whops all over the place. I'm adjusting it again. But I love the fact that it's so light. My littlest chainsaw is about 9 pounds, and this one is probably 7. And it's not nearly as loud as the gas-powered chainsaw, so I like that too. I thought that it would be super fun to not have to stop and use gas, and it is, but I still have to stop almost as often to add oil, because you still have to put bar oil in here in order to keep the chain smoothly running. This saw has a sprocket in the end of it, so you got to be really careful. You can see here I'm using the whole nose. And typically you don't want to get up into that portion, the top part of the nose, because it'll run up the sculpture, and whatever angle you're holding it at kind of come after you. And that's can be a little scary. But if you're really, really, really paying attention to the feel of the saw, every time it moves, every little bit of a change in the vibration, you get the hang of it, and you can do it safely without causing it to jump up at you. And adjusting that tension again. Wow, there was a lot of that. A lot of shave cutting here. I'm just shaping and shaping and shaping. The things that make sense to me, I'm just good doing them. And you'll see me later get the templates back out. And also, if you want to do this yourself, I've got a link down in the description. What am I standing on? I think that's a stump. So there's a link down in the description where you can get my 5 most used chainsaw cuts. It's a free video bundle. It's a private playlist that I'm using for that purpose. Okay, it's day 2 on carving the eagle. And the next step here is going to be to continue to trim him down. Yesterday I did some really rough block cuts that I felt really comfortable with. And now I'm being a little more careful and cutting closer to the actual size that I want him to be, height and width, front and back, left to right. Front and back, left to right. Gets confusing when his head's turned. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next several minutes here, is just trimming him down and getting him closer to the size he's supposed to be.
that's one thing about this lighter colored oil. It's better for the sculpture when it splatters up on it, but it's a lot harder to see when you're trying to fill the reservoir. I gotta go get some napkins and clean up my mess. lost my video. And sorry about that. So let me tell you what we've done. What I've done here. I used the outside edge of the chain to craft the eye slots and the beak, and I started working on the wings, and then somewhere along the line I decided he was going to have a snake in his talons, so the head's going to be right here. I'll carve down around this side. These will be the two front talons, these will be the two front talons on this side, and then the snake's going to come out of here and be winding itself, like grabbing a hold of the trunk all the way around, and its tail down here, so that he's got a killed prey. And then I'm still going to have to take out all of this material in here. I got to leave his big drumstick here showing a little bit because he's standing, and again on this side big drumstick, but I got to take a lot of this material out of here. So he's coming along. He's starting to look a little bit like Mr. Bald Eagle.